Breaking news. As Putin continues to bomb Avdiivka in the winter, he prepares to use a new weapon. According to reports, the Russian military launched its first attack against Ukraine using new, longer-range drones near Kyiv. The Institute for the Study of War hypothesized that Vladimir Putin's plan to increase Russia's arsenal as harsher winter weather approaches could include the Atalmaz weapon, which is harder to detect than the Iranian-made Shahed drone. As Russia maintains its offensive push into the region, the Ukrainian city of Avdiivka, Donetsk, was subjected to heavy shelling overnight. About 40 guided bombs were dropped over 2 nights by the enemy. Alexander Stupin, spokesman for Ukraine's southern group of forces, said that there has been a 50% decrease in the number of ground assaults since yesterday and the day before. Mr. Stupin also mentioned that in the last 5 days, Russia has lost roughly 2,400 soldiers in the Donetsk region. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, Russia's Moscow-appointed governor of the region, Mikhail Razvozhayev, claimed that Ukraine had launched a underwater sabotage attack on Russia's Black Sea Fleet near Sevastopol in Crimea. According to reports, the Russian military launched its first attack against Ukraine using new, longer-range drones near Kyiv. The Institute for the Study of War hypothesized that Vladimir Putin's plan to increase Russia's arsenal as harsher winter weather approaches could include the Atalmaz weapon, which is harder to detect than the Iranian-made Shahed drone. According to the ISW, Russian military bloggers have pointed out that while Atalmaz drones are cheaper than Shaheds, allowing for wider production and use, they also deliver lighter payloads, limiting their usefulness in isolation. According to the UK Ministry of Defence, fighting has been particularly intense along the Dnipro River over the past week, and the Russian army has kept significant artillery capability within firing range of the river. Even though Russian forces were withdrawn from the western bank a year ago, the country is likely still on high alert for any potential attacks from across the river. Initial indication suggests that Russia has maintained a significant artillery capability within range of the river, it said on X, previously Twitter. According to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, it is only a matter of time before Ukraine regains full control of the Crimean Peninsula. At a meeting of the Crimea Platform, a diplomatic initiative he launched in 2021, Zelensky said, "We have not yet gained full fire control over Crimea and surrounding waters, but we will. It's just a matter of time," he said. He also claimed that Russian losses were so great that the Black Sea Fleet had to retreat, as far as possible, from Ukrainian missiles and drones. During the brief time that the Black Sea corridor was open, Ukraine exported nearly 700,000 tons of grain. Ukragro-Consult reports that during a temporary Black Sea corridor operation, Ukraine exported nearly 700,000 tons of grain. Ukrainian Agriculture Minister Mykola Solsky made the following statement at a recent EU Council on Agriculture and Fisheries meeting in Luxembourg. "We established a short-term passageway through the Black Sea in August. The confidence of our international partners and the backing of our armed forces make this possible. The number of vessels making port calls rises daily. During the time that the new corridor was in use, 38 ships docked and more than 30 sailed out of them. But we shipped out nearly 700,000 tons of grain. To keep agriculture a significant part of the economy, we need to export around 6 million tons per month. Only by getting the deep water ports of Greater Odessa back up and running can this volume of transportation be guaranteed. There has been a rise in the number of vessels leaving our harbors. We expect it to carry on," Solsky said.